Hi, welcome back to Lori Goes Hiking. I'm Lori, and I am about to start a northbound through hike of the Appalachian Trail. Today, I am packing up all of my gear, and I wanted to show you how I do that. I am in my gear room, which used to be my daughter's room, but I've kind of taken over. This is where I did my full gear video, and I didn't move any of it. It's still taking over the entire floor, but it made it easy today. I've gone through my list again just to double check that nothing is missing. I've charged everything, so we're going to go through and pack it up. If you want to see what these items are, you can watch the full gear video. I'll link that in the description below. And if you are a true numbers nerd like me, you'll want to see the lighter pack list. There's a link for that too. That's where we enter every item and how much it weighs down to the 0.00 ounces. What is that? The 100th place of an ounce. It all matters. It really does. But this is a winter start, and my base weight is 19 pounds. 1 ounce-ish. That is just base weight. That doesn't include consumables like food, fuel, and water. It doesn't include the clothes I'm wearing either. So I just packed up my food and did a little video on that. 3.5 days of food. And this is it. It weighs 7.4 pounds. So the average is 2 pounds a day for food, and it's pretty average. So it just feels kind of heavy. So with food and fuel and water, which a liter of water weighs 2.2 pounds. That's just 1 liter. I'll probably carry 1.5. All of this is 28 pounds, but 2 of those I will carry in my fanny pack, which helps. I'll only start with 26 on my back, and that will go down 2 pounds a day as I eat the food. All right, here's everything. It's in little sections with the big 3 at the top: the pack, sleep system, and tent. So let's go through and put what has a bag into its bag so we can see what we're working with. All right, the first thing that goes in my pack is my quilt. So let's go ahead and get that in its bag. It doesn't need to go in a bag, but this is a 20-degree, and it really needs to be compressed to fit inside the backpack. So let's get this in. This is one of my least enjoyable tasks at camp. I really don't like struggling to get this in its bag. So, you know what I'm going to end up doing? I'm just going to end up stuffing it in the bottom eventually. I think when I send some things home and have a little more room, I won't have to put it in this. This is also an extra waterproofing layer. Just cinch the sides down. Look at how small that gets. It's so nice. This is a 13-liter Ultra-Sil compression bag. Love it. All right, so this is the first thing that goes in here. I also line my pack with this Nyla Flume bag. It rains a lot on the AT. You got to be sure none of it gets your stuff wet. All right, little trick. I put that, sorry if it's crinkly. I put that in the bottom. And now this goes in the pack. Kind of fills it. Look at how that stands up. beautiful. All right. So sleeping bag is in its bag. I just want to get things where they need to go first. This is my fanny pack. Wear it like this. Let's go through and grab everything that I keep in here. My phone is a big one. There's this little pouch on the back. It'll be closest to me. This is where I sit my phone standing up. I take a lot of videos and pictures of nature and animals, so I have to have it, ready really fast. I always keep a portable charger in here, which means I also keep the cord. It's a good idea to keep your headlamp close, but I don't like night hiking, so I do keep it on the outside of my pack, but not right here. All right, what else goes in this? Pocket knife. I put that in the front. Hand sanitizer in the middle. Lip protectant. Safety whistle. Pepper spray. Sunglasses. Not if it's raining. If it's a raining day, these are staying in the pack. It's actually quite shady on the Appalachian Trail, but my eyes are sensitive, so I do have prescription sunglasses too. My wallet, my field notes notebook and pen. All right, that's it besides snacks. So I do put, you know what? I should probably do that. I don't want to open it though, but I put my snacks in here for the day. Let's close this up. Okay. That is done. Since it's right in front of me, let's do the electronics bag. Wall charger, cords, extra battery bank. I have 3 adapters. That's all I'm putting in there. All right, done. I'm wearing the headphones most of the time. I'm putting that with my worn gear. Garmin is electronics, but it goes on my pack. I like to keep it on my left shoulder. Right there. There we go. As long as we're here, let's put the thermometer on. I've never used a thermometer, but I think it will help me deal with the cold. I'll send this home when it gets warm, because warm is warm. You know when it's warm. Where should I put it? This is my water. You know what? I'm going to put it over here so I can see it pretty easy. This is a pain to get on. I'm just going to use a carabiner. There. All right. Oh, I found one more thing that goes in my fanny pack, and that's my paper map. I'm putting this in the front, a section I don't go in much, because I will probably not use it. All right, let's put our medicine and personal care items in here. Hand warmers, cork ball. I am actually going to get a sandwich size Ziploc to put the first aid together, because I don't want to have to be dealing with that every night. All right, let's put all this first aid in here. All of these other things I will use every day. Maybe not the tweezers, needle thread, and nail clippers. Let's put this in here too, so I don't have to like physically make an inventory of it every day. All right. It's very noisy. Toothbrush, flosser, Dr. Bronner soap. I actually need to put some more in there. That was from my last trip. I keep that with my bathroom bag. Like earplugs, lotions, comb, vitamins, Advil, and Tylenol. Yeah, let's keep that in here. Melatonin, Benadryl, Imodium, hair ties. I will be wearing this most likely. Let's keep one in the bag. That's my backup. Q-tips. This is for my eyeglasses at night, so I don't break them. If I'm in my tent, I hang these on the zipper inside the tent. But if I'm in a shelter, I'm going to need a place to put them to keep them safe. All right. It's pretty small. This also helps. I've carried 6 days of food before, and the food bag's really full and heavy, and the extra smelly items don't fit in it. So I use this, and this is really good to hang too. I just hang this on the outside. All right, that's done. Electronics, headlamp, water. It's packed. Food. All right. This is my pot, and I put my stove inside of it. Actually, on section hikes, I keep the stove in the case that it came in, but I'm trying to eliminate. Oh, my nose is itchy. The pollen here is so bad. It's 80 degrees right now in Florida. I'm about to freeze on trail, but it is hot and pollen-y in Florida right now. All right. You know what? Lighter in there too. That's all set. Now let's do extra clothes and nighttime clothes. Okay, this is all of my layers and camp clothes, and they go in this bag. So down booties, these will go in first. My sleep pants, these are things that I won't need until the nighttime. Sleep shirt. Sleep socks. My dog, she took my extra pair of socks. Where did those go? She's always in here. All right. Camp socks, extra pair of underwear. There they are. The socks that she took, just extra. My puffy is going to go on the top of my bag. I might need that. These are my Farpoint Alpha Direct camp pants and hoodie. I might also walk with this. Probably not the pants. Let's stick those in here. If I walk with these on, it would be a morning time decision. And then I have a short sleeve shirt. All right, extra clothes. Done. Put these, well, these will go on the top, not with my worn clothes. Although I've checked the weather for the first day, and I bet I'll be wearing both of those. What is that? Looks like I have toothpaste on here from another trip or something. All right, my camp shoes. Is that everything? Yeah, rain gear. So just bathroom things. Those are way down there. Let's start putting things in the bag. This will help me see what we're working with. All right, I'm going to start putting things where they go to help me decide what else I need to do. I was going to bring the Plex Solo, but you guys in the comments convinced me to take the duplex to start with. I was going to switch it out, but I think I'll like having the extra space. I didn't really close this, so I had a hole in this from the last trip I took. My daughter and I had to sleep at an angle at the Loft Mountain campground, and we slid all night, and the top left corner had a tear in it that I sewed real quickly while we were out there. But I set this up in the backyard, and I'll show you on trail, but I tried to fix it the best I could. Probably should have sent it in, but I didn't think about it. All right, so my tent. Usually gonna be wet and dirty. This pack has these straps on the bottom. I just need to be careful when I set it down, because this bag is not very durable, and I do have some abrasions on it from being too rough with the pack. All right, that goes there. This is my Tyvek sheet. And I like to put this not in the Nylaflume bag because it's usually gross too, but I put it down next to my back. And so right here. Tent stakes. So I also took your advice, and I'm bringing the 7.5 inch MSR, 6 of them. I put back the 5 inch, 5.5 inch that I had, and 2 shepherd hooks, but 6 of the longer stakes in this Gossamer gear bag. And I put a reflective sticker on here in case I have to pack up in the dark. I won't lose this. These go on the outside. Chamois for my tent. Stick that down there. All right, this is what we got left besides what I'm wearing is over here. Wearing my pack. Rain layers. So, rain pants, rain jacket. I don't keep these on the outside of the pack unless it is going to rain, but I do like to keep them near the top. So those, I'm not going to put these in the pack. Let's put these on. I'm wearing all that. This is my visor. My rain mitts go with that. Visor is what I wear when it's raining. All right, this is my sweat nose rag. This goes on the top loop here. We're getting there. Water bottle. There's my lid. So I tested out my Sawyer filter this morning, and it was not working since my last trip. So I had to soak it in some water and eventually some vinegar to get the flow going again. I need to remember to fill this before I hit the trail. But because I have my ½ liter, let's put it in there. This is the collapsible bottle that goes in here. Because this weight is on the right side, I keep this weight on the left side. Water filter stays on the outside, along with my 2 liter water collection bag. Aqua tabs in case my filter fails. These need to go in the first aid kit. I will not be needing these much, if ever. You know what else needs to go in there? The extra O-ring for the Sawyer filter. Probably won't need that. The extra smart water bottle cap. What was this bag for? Water filter when I sleep at night, which it needs to be in the bag with me. All right, I gotta go a little bit faster. My microphone just died and I got places to be. Where were we? Spoon spork on the outside of the pack. This is the adapter for my gravity feed system. Let's take off this cap. I've never used this cap before, but it came with the filter, so I'm gonna put that on there at night when it needs to be in the sleeping bag with me. Let's put that in the bag. I found something else that goes in here. Oh yeah, feminine products need to go in there. And what was this for? Oh, the water filter when I sleep with it at night. This is the bag for my phone when it rains. This needs to go in my fanny pack. All right. In my food bag also goes the Z-Line Rucksack rehydrating bag. I also like to keep my pot in there, but with 3.5 days of food, it's pretty full. Still gonna stick it in. Fuel and pot. Keeps it organized. This will be a little smaller once I take my snacks out for the first day. And I also take my lunch out. My lunch goes on the outside pocket, so I don't have to dig in my bag. Oh, what's behind me? Sleep gear. All right, we got food, clothes, sleep system, camp shoes left. So these need to go in. These need to go on top. All right, on top of my quilt go my clothes. Must stay dry. I don't care if my pad gets wet. I don't care if any of this other stuff gets wet, actually. So now I just fit it. Some people leave their sleeping pads out of the bag. I just don't want to get a hole in it. I'm afraid of that. Okay. This is my liner. Can you see? You can't really. But I laid the pad this way, and the liner is right next to it. And underneath are the clothes, and they're laid this way too. So, nice and compact. All right, let's seal this up. Oh, one more thing. How many times can she open the bag? All right, I'm bringing 2 little packs of toilet paper. I don't like dealing with a whole roll, so I have 2 little ones. I also bring wipes. So you shouldn't bury these, and you can't put them in privies either. It's best to pack these out. So one of these bags becomes my dirty wipe bag. Anyway, TMI. But the extra toilet paper goes in there until I need it. Electronics. Pillow, which I also keep in a bag, but cannot find that. Did I say that was electronic? No, that was personal care. Pillow, electronics. Oops, forgot. Need to put the pump in that bag. There. We're getting there. We're getting really full. I've scooted them towards the front now because I need to make room for the food, and that should be closest to my back just for balance. Keep most of the weight on my back. All right, here we go. am I doing? I don't need to keep my food dry. All right, I'm going to close the nylon loom bag. Everything else can get wet if it's raining. Now the food. This technically should go lower on my back, but it is what it is. Yeah. I can't make it fit anymore. Oh my gosh, this is so much stuff in the winter. It's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. It's all right, Lori, you don't have much more. It's okay, and all this food won't be in here when you start. Good gracious. I still have rain jackets. It's all right. It's okay. Close it up. Water. Bathroom. I do kind of like to have a bathroom bag too. This makes it easier. Toilet paper, wipes, pea style. If you don't know what this is, look it up. Let's put that in there. And trowel. Anything else under here? Oh, I got a gallon size bag. If it's really cold or raining and I need to pee in my tent, guys can go in a Gatorade bottle. But my friend Kathy, who was through hiking last year, she and some other ladies use a gallon bag. Just going to keep that in there. Bathroom supplies. This side. Quick access. Rain pants, rain jacket, visor. All on top. I do want to put these inside because my puffy, I might start in it, but I usually don't hike in it. I just like to have it on the outside for breaks. So let's put this in right on top. Oh my goodness. Almost done. I'm actually going to put the puffy on top. This is what I do. I roll it and then I strap it. Come on. Will it fit? Yes, it will. There we go. Beautiful. Camp shoes I have strapped on the bottom before when the tent would fit inside of the bag. But I think I'm going to hang them on the sides of my pack. I have these two little Z-Packs carabiners. They're adorable. Very light, but I just took one off to hang my thermometer on the bag. So I am going to hang my shoes on this. There's a little loop on the top. And I like the dirty side to be out. Like that. I just need to get another one. Well, I only have the two Z-Packs ones, but this one is pretty small. Ah, it came with the pea style. There we go. I just found my soap and I need to put that in my potty bag. Let's just throw this headlamp in here in case I need to night hike. Everything else I'm wearing, and this is the pack. Well, I am not going to put my clothing on that I am hiking in. First of all, because it is hot here and those are winter clothes. But also, I need to leave. I'm getting a facial. Very important. Let me know if you have any questions or advice. It has been so helpful reading your comments on my videos, and I have changed a few things because of that. I really appreciate it. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.